Never in my Raid Shadow Legends career have I been able to take on Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Well, today, boys, that is all gonna change. What is up, the guys? This is Cobb, and let's do this, man. This is the team as it currently stands. It is, of course, the super budget Infinity Shield Wixwell Clan Boss team. I'll go over the setup for the team and some specifics a little bit later on, but you all know how the Wixwell team works, right? He puts up the shields. You got a couple of buff duration extenders on the team as well. Good single target damage dealer. And a speed aura. In this case, Haikatoon is going to be doing that job for us. And you just try to build Infinity Shields, man. And this is how the team is currently playing out, okay? We're going to try and fix this. Do it live, god damn it, in this video. Okay, so all of the buffs go up just nice. Shield duration extension is going to start to come out in just a little bit. I did have to make some sacrifices on Wixwell's gear just recently because, bam, here it comes. There it is, and we are able to land the decrease attack debuff. I had to shuffle his gear around a little bit. You really got to be aiming for 220 accuracy to land debuffs against Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, and so Wixwell had to give up some defense stats in order to hit those numbers. It's been quite painful, but as you can see, the team is functioning pretty okay. Apart from the fact that, I mean, you can see it already, the shields on Wixwell and even on Frozen Banshee, who are down at our bottom right side here, the shields on those two are generating quite nicely, whereas the shields on everybody else are just kind of being, like, they're already starting to fall behind, right? So if I just skip ahead, like 4 or 5 boss turns, you'll see what I mean. And oh boy, you can see it already, right? Wixwell's shield is massive, but everybody on the left of the team, Hellborn Sprite and Valerie, their shields are already starting to fall behind a little bit. Frozen Banshee over here, she's doing pretty okay. Her shield is fine. Haikatoon, she's going to need some more defense, man, because she's also taking the melee attacks from the boss, right? The single target hit is from the boss, and so her shield falls behind as well. And it's not till we get to like 10, 12 or something, people's shields just start falling away, man. It's just not quite enough, particularly on the Valerie and on the Hellborn Sprite. In fact, I think next melee hit, the two on the left over here are actually going to lose their shields, man. We got to fix this. Oh god. Yeah, the shield has actually just fallen off of Hellborn Sprite, man. She has no shield to be buffed anymore. It's just gone. So she is the first to lose her shield, which really sucks. And honestly, even Frozen Banshee's shield is not really keeping up that much, man. In fact, it's gone as well. Oh god, okay, so we've got quite a bit of fixing to do here, as you can well see. So first of all, Wixwell, he's fine. His gear's a little bit hodgepodge, but you know what? He's at 229 speed. Add on to that Haikatoon's speed aura going into the battle. He's pretty okay. Okay, I think that his speed is actually totally fine. Shields were growing very nicely in that last battle as well. I think that he's in a totally fine spot. Haikatoon, now, she's lacking a bit of defense, man. She's currently at about just under 2,600 defense, but I do have this very delectably rolled. I think it's a pretty nice roll anyway, given that it's, you know, only a rare piece. Defense percentage speed chest here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and roll this up to 16, because frankly, I like the stat rolls. I like the accuracy substat. I think it's fine. Sadly, it goes attack in the last one, but that is what it is. Okay, actually, first things first, before I go ahead and switch around any more gear, we can also throw some glyphs onto Haikatoon. You gotta excuse this 4-star perception weapon, by the way. I was really heading for perception gear. I needed the extra little speed boost that it gives and stuff like that, and actually just double rolled speed, so I thought, you know what? If it's gonna go on anybody, it might as well be Haikatoon, so there you go. The headgear, we do have some percentage defense here. So let's go ahead and see if we can roll that up just I'm just going to use like maybe just the medium glyphs. Just try and hit 3s. I don't want to overkill this. Okay, nice. We hit 3 right away, so that's pretty good. Do we have percentage defense and anything else? We do on the gloves. These are flat defense gloves, so I really don't want to take these up. I just equipped them because they had the double speed roll. So yeah. It would be much nice if we didn't have to spend too many resources on these. We just hit a 3 again. Oh, okay, there it is. Lovely. Took a few attempts, but we got there in the end. Okay, I mean, we're approaching, like, the 3k defense mark here. Let's see if we can keep pushing this up. These boots also have defense percentage. Let's throw a little bit onto these as well. Do I go for a biggie? I mean, these are goddamn speed boots that ascended into speed. The substats suck a little bit, but is this worth, like, a more expensive glyph? I'm just gonna do it, man. I'm happy with 4%. That'll do. Okay. Same thing on the ring. 1% sucks. 3% is cushy. Very nice. And okay, instead of this HP neck piece as well, let's get in a defensive neck piece. And now we should be up to just over 3k. Let's see what total stats we're on. 3100 defense and Haikatoon. I feel like that's probably going to be enough to keep her alive, because she was kind of dropping shield a little bit as well. Okay, that's Haikatoon handled, man. 3 more to go, boys. Anyway, man, quick heads up with all the events coming out recently. Happy little promo code to help you guys out if you haven't used it already. Of course, good old code GameLeap will get you 10 free experience brews, a free energy refill, and 100,000 silver. God damn it. If it comes up, by the way, and says that the code is invalid, it just means that you've used it before already. That's it. The code is definitely active. I can assure you of that. Okay. Next up, Frozen Banshee. She's currently at about 2,400 defense. I'd like to get a couple hundred more on top of that, just to be safe, because she was also steadily losing her barrier as well. Honestly, the percentage HP chest is not helping us out that much. She's got a couple of nice speed rolls. I wonder if I can maybe shuffle that around a little. She's currently in a neck piece that I've invested a little bit in, but it's giving attack as flat stat, and frankly, her attack doesn't matter that much. She's obviously all about the poisons, so if I could just find any kind of defense neck that also has accuracy. I think I've got a couple. Yeah, we've got 2 that we can roll between here. Let's try on the blue one first, and see if we can just bump this up. So we're going to roll accuracy 1 time. Oh god, not like this. Oh, for Christ. For God's sake, dude. Why me, man? Why me? Okay, now we've got like an epic to roll as well. I guess we'll just try this too. There's an artifact enhancement event active, by the way. In case anybody panics. You've got to be kidding me, dude. You have got to be kidding me, dude. I mean, I'm going to go for the last roll. Screw it. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe that will actually do. It's definitely an upgrade to her defense. I ain't taking that up to max, needless to say. So we've got Valerie, and her gear is missing all kinds of upgrades, in particular this chest right here. She's currently sitting at only about what? That's like 1,800 defense. Really not great. Let's just go ahead and pump this. Goes into accuracy. Not bad. Do I just max this? Yeah, you know what, screw it, man, screw it. It's artifact enhancement event. We've got a couple of weeks to farm up cash. Ready to go for the next fusion event as well, man, so that's fine. These gloves, on the other hand, god. I really don't like the stat rolls on those. I don't think that's happening. Also, it's worth pointing out that, yes, I know it's a Slayer helmet on Valerie, but again, it triple rolled into speed, and so it just needed to go somewhere. Also, we've already invested in a bit of percentage defense there as well. We just need to find more ways to bulk up our defense, dude. Same thing over here. I guess we can just go ahead and bulk this up with, I mean, just give it some flat defense, because why the hell not? Lovely jubbly. And then same thing here. Let's go for a 4%, man. That's not it. That's not it either. Oh, Jesus, dude. Really? Okay, fine. 3 will do. I'm very reluctant to use my biggest and most expensive glyphs on this. Maybe I shouldn't be. This ring is actually very good indeed for our purposes. We settle with a 3. I'm going to settle with it for now because I'm running pretty low on glyphs over there, dude. As for the neck on Valerie, we're looking at an HP neck, which is probably not the greatest. I think we can go ahead and probably shift that out. Okay. Legendary defense neck here. 6-star. 1 stat rolls already went into attack, which is not ideal. As long as we can just dodge the attack and get 1 or 2 rolls into accuracy, that'll be pretty content to take this up to max. You know what? That'll do, man. That'll actually do it. Oh, the last roll went into attack as well, which sucks quite a bit, but okay, boom. That's a lot of additional defense over there, though. Okay, I think Valerie might be okay now. What defense is he looking at? 2.3k? You know what, to be fair, look at Valerie's shield. This is really good, man. This is really good, right? Double roll into speed, roll into percentage defense. Other substat is HP. I think this is fine to throw a glyph onto as well. Probably one of the bigger glyphs. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Yes! We hit the 5%, and you know what? With that, let's just go ahead and take it up to 16, man. Let's just get that done. A little bit of resistance, that's fine. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. Valerie should be sorted, right? That's 2,400 defense. I'm hoping that that's going to be enough. If it's not, like, I'm trying to do this with level 50s as well. That's part of the challenge, right? But, okay, Hellborn. I know for a fact that her boots need to go up to 16 right away. She's just lacking behind quite a bit on speed. She rolls into some percentage health, so that's good. Defense glyph. I mean, let's just throw the flat defense on. Don't really care how that goes. And then the last glyph here. I don't want to use one of the huge defense glyphs if I can avoid it. Oh my god, that's so bad. That's so bad, dude. Screw it. Alright, that'll do, man. Screw it. We used a big daddy glyph for that, but that's just gonna have to do. Okay. A little bit of health on there too, because why the hell not, man? It's up to 16 now, so. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? We also managed to ascend up into plus defense on the gloves too, which I think is fine, maybe. I'm not going to take those up to 16 though. Flat defense. No way, man. Yeah, Hellborn Sprite's gear is much, much less impressive. Not only is she quite slow, but she's also 1600 defense currently. She's really, really quite lacking. And it shows, right? Because when we did the fight at the start of this video, she her shield was the first to break by quite a lot. I think I'm gonna ascend her up and get an amulet on her, man. I think that's what we're gonna do here. She's quite behind on ascension anyway, so I guess we just go ahead and take her up. I don't know why I hadn't done that before, to be perfectly honest with you, but there you go. Where is she? Okay, so she's currently on 1700 defense. We can throw another glyph onto this as well. Our glyphs, though, for percentage defense are getting really, really crappy. Oh, God. I'm just going to try for the 3. Okay, nice. That's our last big chunky glyph, though, so that's a bit spooky. Okay, we've already maxed this up, so might as well just throw some other sort of random glyphs on it. Just get a little bit of stat action going. Okay. God, we still got a long way to go. What amulets have we got? I'm pretty sure I have a solid defense one somewhere. Okay. Let's throw some levels into this. HP, accuracy roll, bit of resistance. It's fine. Let's throw that on. What about the ring? The ring is given defense percentage, but we don't have much to enchant with this with now, though. We got the 2% right away. That's just going to have to do. Where are we now, man? What are we looking at here? Exactly 1900 defense. I think we're going to have to just ascend up some items here. And hope to God that it goes into percentage defense. Oh my God! What does that content creator look, dude? First attempt? Are you actually kidding me? I need to farm some oils, man, so I can actually blast this thing up. But, pretty good, man. First attempt. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at this ring. This might be exactly what we need to take off of Magna and put on Hellborn Sprite. It got a triple roll into percentage defense, man. That is huge. And it's just hiding here in my Magna. I completely forgot all about it. Okay, let me just see if I can find Magna a replacement ring before we go ahead and try this. You know what? Actually, Magna can actually just take this health ring here, right? I mean, he prefers health over defense anyway. You're not losing that much, really. It's got a defense roll and stuff. Okay, let's just pay the 100k to do this, man. And then get this goddamn Slayer ring on the Sprite. And this should be a massive, massive, huge upgrade, actually, to our defense stats. Okay, threw a little percentage defense glyph on this as well. We swap that in. That's an extra, like, 120, 130-ish defense on top of that. Dude, come along now, man. 2400 defense. I feel like that should be enough. But I've got a bad feeling that it's not quite going to be enough. Oh, my God, man. Can't believe I'm upgrading this piece of crap. I can't believe we just upgraded that piece of crap. But you know what? I think that this is going to be... what does it? I'm convinced. Alright, guys. Here we go again, goddammit. Here we go again. Oi, 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 oi. Please just let this work, man. Please just let this work. Come along now, Wixwell. We can do this. So she's at, like, I don't know, what, 2400 defense now or something? It's just gotta be enough. It's gotta be enough. Okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead like 8 or 9 rounds. Let's just see how it goes. Like 23 million silver later. It might actually be working out, man. We might actually have done this. The shields that look like they're growing about the same across every champ, which is what you want, right? It means that no one's being singled out, nobody's falling particularly behind. They're growing very, very nicely indeed. Of course, it's still very, very early days. We're going to like round 8 right now, I guess, for the boss. I'm gonna skip ahead to like round 15 or something, twice as far. Let's see how we're doing. Oh my goodness, people. We're approaching 1020. We are holding strong. He's hitting us for like 17, 18,000s right now with every AoE attack, which is a little bit terrifying. It's actually, if anybody, High Katoon. That looks like she might be falling behind a little bit. Because of course she's taking those single target hitters as well. Ooh, it's really starting to sting quite a bit now. I think it might be High Katoon who needs, honestly, bolstering up just a little bit more. Let's see where we end up in the next, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 turns, I suppose. I think everybody else, though, is kind of in the green. Everybody else is kind of getting by, man. Damn, no way. High Katoon's gonna lose it, man. There it is. The shield is gone from High Katoon, dude. No. So everybody else is holding on just... I didn't think High Katoon would be the problem, man. I didn't think that she'd be an issue. Damn. Oh, crap, man. She really gets slapped. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Alright, man. God damn it. This is it. This is the final gambit. This is the final gambit, man. I've got some flat defense barbarian banners. And I'm going to try and roll them up. They just need to hit speed one time, either of them. Oh, for God's sake, not like this. Not like this, man. They've already hit attack one time here. Okay. All right. That will do. I think that will actually do it. Let's go ahead and actually take this one up even further here. It hits defense percent Oh, screw it. Screw it, dude. Screw it. Okay, that's an extra 361 defense, man. Now, our accuracy sucks. Accuracy sucks, but honestly, that's a problem for another day. Okay, clan boss is just that important. You know, being able to hit clan boss on the daily like this and just get to farming those super juicy rewards, especially on Ultra Nightmare, dude. It's like, man, if you can one key this or even two key this son of a gun, honestly, like the potential rewards from this are just sort of unbelievable. And yeah, and they're streaming in on the daily, you know, so I'm more than happy at this early stage of my account, you know, 4 months deep, to invest all of this crap so that I can be hitting Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare on the daily, man, and just farming in all of those juicy rewards. Because yeah, even on regular Nightmare, the rewards are pretty damn fat as well. Okay, dude, let's do it. All right, man. It just has to be it. Just has to be it. I'm out of silver at this point, for God's sake. It's literally got to be it. Man, I've got a lot of farming to do before the next fusion event comes along. Gotta tell you the truth. Going pretty strong. Haikatune, of course, their shield is a little bit low because she's still been taking those direct hits from the boss, but it's been doing notably less damage. It was just a big defense boost that switching up her banner gave her in the end. Let's see where we are in, like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 turns from now, I suppose, when the damage really starts to ramp. Oh my god. We're at boss turn 21 or just thereabout, and the shields are holding firm, boys. Shields aren't even moving anymore when the boss hits into Haikatune, which is the most promising thing I've ever seen in my life. Feels good. I think we might have actually cracked this. I think we might have actually done it. Man, I'm so proud of myself. It was much more expensive in terms of silver than I was hoping to do. Of course, like everything in Raid, it's always more expensive than it seems on the surface, right? But hey, if we've got this thing cracked, man, then I can just start to slowly kind of iterate on... it's really only my Haikatune, to be honest, whose build is a little bit gimped. Of course, there's the amulet on the Wixwell that I need to switch out as well to just a better accuracy, like defense accuracy amulet. It's a little bit sketchy right now, but it's good enough for this, and that's fine. Haikatune's accuracy is a little bit gimped as well. She's sitting at like only like 140 accuracy or something right now. Pretty crappy, because we had to switch out a barrier. But we can fix that in time. That doesn't matter who gives a rat's anus. You know what I'm saying? The clan boss team might just be sorted. I think the shields are only growing from this point on. We are just outpacing the boss. And it's beautiful to see. Because it means I just don't have to worry now about... I just don't have to worry about this anymore, dude. It's done. I've beat the game in terms of clan boss. Which feels great. Because the daily rewards from this are obviously so amazing. And there it is, boys. Round 50 achieved. This is just going to be a waiting game now. I'm going to be here for 1,500 turns, so I'll be seeing you guys then. But hey, before we get to that, I do want to just point out that, I mean, Christ, you guys were right. Of course you guys were right. Setting up a clan boss team and just really focusing on clan boss as a new player and as like a new account is the most important thing you can possibly do in Raid. You know what I'm saying? And it feels so good. It feels like a coming of age moment. I feel like maybe I can call myself a mid-game account now, you know? Now that I've got this done and got this down and got this handled. Because yeah, I think that as a new player, it's difficult to kind of understand just how crucial it is to get your clan boss team up and running. Just because of the quality of rewards that you've got coming in. When you're first starting out in the lower levels of clan boss, you think, okay, so I get like the occasional rare skill tome and some like 4-star gear and stuff like that. What's the big deal? How good even is like the cruel gear and the immortal pieces that drop from clan boss, you know? You don't really know anything, man. But now that I'm 4 months in and I know a thing or two about, you know, the different gear sets in the game and how you want to prioritize collecting those and storing those and upgrading those and blah blah. And I know just how tough it is to get your hands on. I mean, ancient shards can be annoying enough sometimes, but void shards in particular, sacred shards, oh my god. Being able to farm these higher stages of clan boss and have a chance every day, multiple chances even between Nightmare and Ultimate Nightmare every day to get your hands on a free sacred shard. Like, jeez, dude, I know now how valuable that is and just how, you know, luxurious of a commodity that is, man. So, yeah, for any new players watching that aren't able to take on these high stages of clan boss just yet, like, don't fret. You know, I got very lucky by, I guess, starting to play Raid when I did and getting my hands on Wixwell and being able to put this very budget team together to get this done. You know, your time will come, right? But when the more experienced players who've been playing for years tell you just how important clan boss is, believe them, okay? Because, yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of things to learn as a new player. But yeah, seriously, Clan Boss, getting this thing up and running, it really is it's like the most S tier priority that you've got. But okay, with all of that said, let's skip to the end of this run and see if this is actually a 1 key. We have to hit 70 million damage in this run. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do that. Again, these champs don't have masteries. I hit sometimes 65 to 70 million against regular Nightmare, so it's going to be quite tough to actually 1 key this until I've got masteries up, you know, and I'm able to do extra damage through like War Master and stuff like that. And there it is, boys. Looks like it's going to be about 62, maybe 63 million-ish damage on these runs. Not bad, not quite enough to 1 key, but like I said, I have no masteries on these guys, and I'm pretty sure that once we clock in the masteries, all of that should change. We can really start to clock in some more damage, man. But there it is, man. 62 million damage dealt against Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Pretty damn pleased about that. Man, so quick team breakdown just so y'all can see all of the final stats that we landed on with these champs if you're looking to build maybe a similar team with different kind of buff duration extender champs, because anybody can work really instead of Hellborn and Valerie in particular. But we're running Haikatoon as our speed or lead, of course. We also have the A3 disabled because frankly its damage multipliers are lower, very, very slightly, than the A1, and obviously all of its effects don't really affect the Clan Boss, so you just want to be spamming the A1 and the A2 with your Haikatoon. I got it built with, it took me like, realistically, 3,400 defense and beyond, it looks like, is a decent-ish sweet spot to be aiming for. Maybe you could get away with a little bit less defense on Haikatoon, but this is what has worked for me. Speed around 240 plus, also looking to be working pretty good. As for Wixwell, decent amount of defense. He's also the second fastest on the team, not too far behind Haikatoon with 229. Now with his opening skills, you always want him to make sure that he opens up with the A3, so he applies those shields immediately, right? Then after that, you always want him to prioritize as the number 1 priority his A2, which is just going to increase the value of these shields. It's very, very important that you set the A2 as the priority skill because you're going to have Wixwell in a reflex set, right? So 4 reflex artifacts gives him that 40% chance every turn to reduce the cooldown of one of his skills that are on cooldown, right? And so for that reason, sometimes you're going to end up in a situation where the A2 and the A3 are both on cooldown for like 1 more turn or something, and they both become available again at the same time. You got to make sure that he's picking the A2 when that happens. Next up, we've got Hellborn Sprite, and when it comes to your 10-meter manipulators, either Hellborn Sprite or Valerie in this case, one of them has to be in a shield set. That's very, very important indeed, so your shields get off to a nice, strong start. Quite important stuff. And yeah, with Hellborn, I have a set to use her not buff extending skill, her Transmuter, right away on turn 1. I'm not actually sure if that's correct. I feel like you could set this to be her opener and it would still just be fine. I actually have it the opposite way around on Valerie. So you could just do a bit of experimentation with that and see which one works best for you. I've seen some guides and stuff on YouTube that say that you should open with, for example, on Valerie, her protect skill and then go to default after that. I'm not sure what the difference is. I've got like a mix of the two ideas here, so honestly I'm not sure which one's better, but whatever, dude, it works for me. As for speeds on Hellborn and Valerie, your 2 10-meter controllers in this case, they just got to be a little bit slower than Wixwell. Actually, my Valerie is set to 228 on her speed, which is 1 speed slower than Wixwell. And I've also pushed her up to just under 2,700 on the defense, whereas Hellborn, again, she's a little bit lower on the defense, but it looks like you can get away with about 2,500 defense on your 10-meter controllers. And of course, Hellborn's a little bit slow, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. 188 speed seems to work just fine for her. And then, of course, we have Frozen Banshee all the way at the bottom, running at 211 speed, also with a decent amount of defense. Just because, yeah, I just don't want the shields to be falling off her. That's it, really. It seems like about 2,500 defense should be about what you're looking for on most champs in this team. I know different champs can get away with different things depending on how you build their masteries and stuff like that, but that seems to be what's working out for me. And alright, man, there it is. Isn't it absolutely glorious to behold? Now, what sucks for me is that because I didn't 1-key this Ultra Nightmare, I can't quick battle it. So next time I want to kill it again, I guess I'm just going to go like hop in the shower and make some food and stuff because it's going to take another 43 minutes to put my 2nd key into Ultra Nightmare, man. And it's going to continue to be like that until I can do over 70 mil. And so I can just quick battle, you know, and skip over that. Anyways, hope this video was useful to some of y'all. Thanks for watching. And that's about it. Oh yeah, make sure to go ahead and use the promo code GameLoop to get your hands on all of those free rewards we talked about earlier. And if you're looking to kickstart a new Raid Shadow Legends account, make sure to do that by clicking on the promo link down below at the top of the video description, man. Doing so will kickstart your new account with a free epic champion in the form of Juliana, as well as a whole bunch of starting freebies, man. So if you're looking to start a new free-to-play adventure, that promo link down there is the way to do it. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later, man.